Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Monday, October 17, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Vancouver Canucks vs Washington Capitals. Vancouver has sputtered when it comes to keeping things going in their favor, as we saw them wilt when the game was on the line against Philadelphia Saturday night. That came after they blew a 3-0 lead against Edmonton in their opener, where they gave up 5 unanswered goals to end up a 5-3 loser. Washington still is trying to get up to speed offensively, but they do have something that the Canucks are lacking in their resume at the moment: a victory. Playing at home, with weapons like Ovechkin, who haven't gotten going yet, makes the Capitals a dangerous team. Give the upper hand to the Capitals in this contest as they even their record on the season. My team pick is Washington Capitals minus 130. When you have two offenses that have not scored more than 3 goals in any game this season, it is hard to expect that will happen here. As we touched upon, Thatcher Demko and Darcy Kuemper are doing well, and it will be difficult to pass the puck past these men. Neither team has been going on the power play at all, as Vancouver has a 7.7 power play percentage, while Washington is not much better, with a putrid 9.1 power play percentage to begin this season. I need these offenses to prove that they can score goals before I am willing to wager that they will in any game. The under is 4-1-1 in their last 6 games played in the Capital One Arena against each other, so go with under 6 total goals in this game as well. Our total picks is under 6 goals. Montreal Canadiens vs Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins are off to a perfect start after winning their first 2 games. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Canadiens, which will give them their 3rd win in a row and first road win of the season. Pittsburgh is averaging 6 goals per game through 2 games. They scored 6 goals on 45 shots in their last game. Sidney Crosby had a goal and 2 assists in the win over the Lightning. Jake Guentzel had a goal and an assist, while Jeff Carter also had a goal and an assist. Pittsburgh has played well defensively, giving up 2 goals per game. They gave up 2 goals in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to get the win. The Canadiens followed up their win over Toronto in their season opener with 2 straight losses. They will try to snap their losing streak with a win over the Penguins, which will give them their 2nd straight home win. Montreal is averaging 1.67 goals per game. They scored 1 goal on 22 shots in their last game. Nick Suzuki scored the lone goal for the Canadiens, while Cole Caulfield and Arbors Ekage picked up an assist. Montreal has struggled defensively, giving up 3 goals per game. They gave up 3 goals in their last game and will need to play better if they want to win this game. The Canadiens have struggled so far, losing 2 of their first 3 games. They haven't played well offensively, scoring only 5 goals in 3 games. They've also struggled on special teams, and they haven't converted any of their 10 power play opportunities. The Penguins have looked sharp on the defensive end so far, giving up 4 goals in 2 games, so expect them to keep Montreal's offense in check. The Penguins won both of their games, and they've looked impressive offensively, scoring 6 goals in each of their games. They've also done a great job on special teams, converting 40% of their power play opportunities. The Canadiens have struggled defensively so far, giving up 3 goals in 3 straight games, and will have a hard time slowing down the Penguins, so go with Pittsburgh to cover the puck line. Our team pick is Pittsburgh Penguins minus 1.5 goals. Sidney Crosby, Jake Guentzel and Brian Rust each have scored 2 goals to lead to Pittsburgh, while Crosby is the leader in assists with 4 and points with 6. Chris Letang is 2nd in assists 3, while Guentzel is 2nd in points 4. Tristan Jarry is 2-0-0 with a goals against average of 2.01 and a save percentage of .938. Pittsburgh is scoring an average of 6.00 goals per game and allowing an average of 2.00 goals per game. Montreal looks to snap a two-game losing streak win hosting Pittsburgh on Monday. Montreal is 1-2-0 with 2 points following its 3-1 loss on Saturday to the Washington Capitals. Nick Suzuki scored Montreal's only goal of the game. Sam Montembeault made 26 saves in goal for Montreal. Montreal's only victory this season came on opening night with a 4-3 win over Toronto. Cole Caulfield is the leading goal scorer for Montreal with 2 and is the leader in points 3. Nick Suzuki is the leader in assists with 2 and is tied with Caulfield in points with 3. Montreal is scoring an average of 1.67 goals per game and allowing an average of 3.00 goals per game. Montreal has yet to score on its power play, and its penalty kill unit has been successful 88.9% of the time. Pittsburgh will extend its winning streak to 3 straight to open up the regular season with a victory on Monday, but the play here is over. The over has cashed in 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two. Pittsburgh has scored 6 goals in each of his first 2 games of the regular season and will face a Montreal blue line that is allowing an average of 3.00 goals per game. Our total pick is over 7 goals. Arizona Coyotes vs Toronto Maple Leafs. The Coyotes are off to a rough start to the season, with their offense struggling and scoring only 5 goals in their first 2 games. While Nick Ritchie and Clayton Keller have scored 3 goals to lead the forward unit, and defensemen Shane Gostisbehere and J.J. Moser have added 1 goal and 4 assists from the point, the rest of the offense has struggled. The hope is that Nick Schmaltz, Travis Boyd and Christian Fischer can step up as they play a key role in the top 2 lines, but have only added 1 assist to the offense. The offense has looked great, but through 3 games, the defense has carried the Maple Leafs, allowing only 2.67 goals per game. Morgan Reilly and TJ Brodie have led the top 2 pairings, but the rest of the defense has also stepped up with Justin Hull, Mark Giordano, and the rest of the defensive unit, creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net. Additionally, goaltender Ilya Samsonov has stepped up in the net, saving 50 of the 54 shots faced. The Coyotes are looking to pull off the upset and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. However, the Maple Leafs have looked like one of the league's best teams, and I see them not only winning the upcoming game, but overwhelming the Coyotes in all 3 zones. The Maple Leafs should find the back of the net at will with Austin Matthews, William Nylander, and the rest of the forward unit controlling the puck in the offensive zone and creating open shots with great centering passes. The Maple Leafs should also limit a Coyotes offense that is scoring only 2.50 goals per game, with Morgan Reilly, TJ Brodie, and the rest of the defense creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Ilya Samsonov to make plenty of big saves. The Maple Leafs should win the game and cover the spread in a dominant win on their home ice. Our team pick is Maple Leafs minus 1.5 goals. Arizona lost their first 2 games of the season. They were massive plus 275 underdogs in their previous game, and they lost 6-3 against the Boston Bruins. Shane Gostisbehere, Josh Brown, and Clayton Keller each scored a goal. Karel Vejmelka allowed 5 goals on 42 shots faced. The Leafs were fantastic on offense last season. Toronto finished the season ranking 2nd in goals per game and 7th in shots per game. Austin Matthews led Toronto with 106 points, and he was 1st in the league in goals, with 60 goals last season. Mitchell Marner had 97 points in 72 games played. The Leafs scored 3 goals in each of the first 3 games. John Tavares leads the team with 4 points, and he has recorded 1 point or more in each of the first 3 games. While Toronto will not struggle to score on Arizona, the Coyotes will have a difficult time offensively against the Leafs. Arizona ranked last in goals per game and in shots per game last season, and they have not looked any better so far this season. Ilya Samsonov has started the last 2 games in the net for Toronto, and he has looked good. Samsonov allowed 2 goals in each of his first 2 starts of the season. The under has hit in 7 out of the last 10 meetings between these 2 teams, and the under is 6-1 in the last 9 meetings in Toronto. Arizona's offense is awful and they will struggle to score. The under will hit in this game. Our total pick is under 6.5 goals. Anaheim Ducks vs Rangers. The Ducks are off to a promising start to the season with their offense in particular scoring 5 goals in their opening night win and 3.00 goals per game within the first 2 games. Troy Terry and Trevor Zegras have scored 4 goals and 2 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the rest of the offense has also stepped up. Ryan Strome and defenseman John Klingberg have combined for 1 goal and 4 assists, while Frank Vatrano and 20-year-old forward Mason McTavish have added a goal and 2 assists to add depth to the forward unit to help round out the Ducks' offense. The Rangers lost their recent game 4-1, but have looked great on both ends of the ice to start the season with their offense, scoring 11 goals in the first 3 games. Artemi Panarin, Chris Kreider, and Mika Zibanejad have scored 5 goals and 8 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the entire offense has looked great to start this season. Alexis Lafreniere, Vincent Trocheck, and Barclay Goodrow have combined for 2 goals and 5 assists to add depth to the forward unit, while defensemen Adam Fox and Kander Miller have added a goal and 3 assists from the point to put the offense over the top. The Rangers have looked like one of the best teams in the NHL to start the season and look to bounce back from a surprising loss and dominate this game from the opening puck drop. The Rangers, who have scored 11 goals in their first 3 games, should constantly find the back of the net with Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with quick passes, while Adam Fox and Kander Miller fire shots on the net from the blue line. The Rangers also look to bounce back after allowing 4 goals and limit the Ducks' offense with Adam Fox, Kander Miller, and the rest of the defense stepping up at the blue line and cutting off angles to the net while also limiting shots, allowing goaltender Igor Shesterkin to make plenty of big saves in the net. The Rangers should win the game and cover the spread in a decisive victory on their home ice. Rangers minus 1.5 goals. Anaheim was a plus 145 underdog in their last game, and they got smashed 7-1 against the New York Islanders. Troy Terry scored the lone goal. John Gibson got the start, and he allowed 5 goals on 27 shots faced. He was replaced to start the third period by Anthony Stolarz. Stolarz allowed 2 goals on 11 shots faced in the third period. The offense was average for the Rangers last season. The Rangers ranked 17th in goals per game and 28th in shots per game. Artemi Panarin led the team with 96 points. Chris Kreider was third in the league with 52 goals. Panarin leads the team with 6 points through 3 games. He has recorded 1 point or more in each of the first 3 games. Kreider has 2 goals and 1 assist on the season. Mika Zibanejad has 2 goals and 2 assists on the year. Igor Shesterkin is one of the best in the league, and he will have no problem against the Ducks. He was excellent in the net for the Rangers last season. Shesterkin had a 2.07 GAA and .935 SV%. He ranked first in GAA, first in SV%, and third in shutouts among all goalies in the league. Shesterkin is off to a good start this season, winning his first 2 starts of the season with a 2.02 GAA and .935 SV%. The under is 9.42 in the last 15 meetings in New York. Anaheim is going to struggle to score on the Rangers, and this will be a lower scoring game. The under will hit in this contest. Our total pick is under 5.5 goals.